Good morning, students. Today our concept is tenses, that is third unit. So far we have discussed the fourth unit, enhancing vocabulary, where we discussed using of dictionary, and we also discussed the importance of roots of English words, and we also discussed suffixes and prefixes in the fourth chapter. Now let us go to the remaining concepts of third unit, that is tenses in third unit grammar. Third unit we have concepts like tenses and active voice and passive voices, degrees of comparison, simple complex compound sentences and prepositions. These concepts are left in third unit. Now let us focus on these concepts in third unit. So the first concept here in third unit is tenses. So tense means time. So here we refer to time to indicate any action. So generally the time is of two types, present and past. What happened or what is happening or what happens. Future actually is not considered as a tense, but for the sake of uh, material life, then future also is considered one of the tenses. So totally we have three tenses, that is past, present and future. And these three tenses are divided into sub tenses. Each tense has been divided into four categories. For example, simple present, present perfect, present continuous, present perfect continuous. So present tense is divided into four categories like simple present, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous. Whereas the past also, simple past, past continuous, past perfect, past perfect continuous. Future, simple future, future continuous, future perfect, future perfect continuous. So this is how the tenses are divided, and the tenses are have been are categorized into four sub tenses. Now let us look at the first tense, that is what is called present. Present in the sense what is happening or what happens, like this. So here present tense is used to indicate the actions that are happening now. The first one is simple present. Simple present is a tense which is used to indicate the regular actions. Before knowing the structure of simple present, we need to know what is first person, second person, third person. The first person in the sense is here I, and first person singular is I, first person plural we. Second person singular is you, and second person plural again you. Third person singular he, she, it. Third person plural they. So this is how the seven things are characterized. The seven subjects are categorized. First person singular, plural. Second person singular, plural. Third person singular, plural. In almost all the tenses, the structure depends. The structure is divided among these seven. Like for third person singulars, he, she, it, and the rest of the things, the rest of singulars and plurals contain same structure. Third person singulars contain another structure. So let us look at now simple present. Simple present is used to indicate the actions that happen regularly. For example, the sun rises in the east. Here the structure of the simple present here, subject, verb plus object. Again, subject here, again it matters. If subject is he, she, it, then it is followed by verb 1 plus s or verb 1 plus es. If subject is not third person singular, I, we, they, you, then it is followed by verb 1 and followed by object. That is the reason why the sun rises in the east. The sun comes under the category called it. So it comes under the category third person singular. That is the reason why we need to use the sun rises in the east. The sun sets here, because set s, it has to be, that is the structure of the sentence tense. So here I go to college regularly. I goes to college is regularly is the wrong sentence, because here structure does not agree. Here subject and verb doesn't agree mutually. That is the reason why I go to, we go to, they go to. But when it comes to he, she, it, he goes, she goes, and it goes. So this is how simple present is. Present continuous, the second one, is used to indicate the action that is happening now. Again, I, we, they, you is followed by am plus or, he, she, it is followed by is plus v1 plus inform. So continuous in the sense inform is compulsory. So for example, I am going to college. He is running on the ground. He is running on the ground. But I cannot say he am. Here I am. I am going to college. I am going to market. I'm I'm speaking in English. So this is what you can use am. They, if you use the subject they in present progressive tense, then it has to be followed by or. They are going to church. They are going to temple. This is how you can say. So they are going to Kodaikanal. So they are. And here you. So for example, you are going to Chennai. So this is how you can say. But when it comes to he, she, it has to be followed by is. He is going, she is walking on the road, and it is going. This is how you can use. And present perfect. Present perfect is used to indicate the actions that have happened just now. For example, I have just written a letter. I have just written a letter. She has left the classroom. My friend has phoned me. In present perfect tense, generally we do not indicate the time. We do not mention the time in present perfect tense. But when we use simple past, we usually mention the time factor in simple past. Here, present perfect is the structure subject verb, subject plus has plus v3, or subject plus have plus v3. Has plus v3 is applicable to he, she, it, that is third person singulars. For the rest of the things, it is applicable to have plus v3. Present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous here, high subject plus have been or has been plus v1 plus inform plus object. For example, his father has been working in a multinational company since 2009. So it means an action started in the past, still it is getting continued in the present. In that context, we use present perfect continuous. So we need to understand. So his father comes under the category called third person singular he. That is the reason why I'm using he has been working. If I say they, for example, if I use the subject they have been working, because they is the third person, they is the third person plural. Even if you use the first person singular I, even first person plural we, then it has to be followed by have been plus v1 plus inform. So this is what present perfect continuous tense. So we'll discuss past tense in the next video and also future in the next video. Thank you.